Hi guys, welcome back to Delaware Acre. This sourdough dough has been rising on the counter overnight. You may have seen me start it at the end of my last video. Here I am shaking some flour onto my clean countertop and scraping the dough onto the surface to work it a little bit and get some tension into the dough ball. Once I get some tension on the dough ball, I will spread some more flour on top and give it a little tap and cover it and allow it to rise for I think 3 to 5 hours, somewhere there. My house is a little cool this fall, so. Okay, it's been closer to 5 hours and the dough has almost doubled in size. So I am preheating my Dutch oven. I'm turning the oven on to 450 and letting the Dutch oven get nice and hot. And then I'll transfer the dough in. I like to put some cornmeal on my parchment paper before I put the dough onto the parchment paper. It just helps to keep the bottom of the bread from getting too burnt or too crispy. So I try to scoop the dough ball up and put a little bit more tension back into it when I put it on the parchment paper. Then I pick the parchment paper up, put it into the Dutch oven. Sometimes this can be a little tricky. Make sure that you're careful not to burn yourself like I do here. Cut some slots in the top for the dough to expand and back into the oven for 25 minutes at 450 with the lid on, and then I come back, and after that 25 minutes I will remove the lid and bake for another 10 to 15 minutes depending on how brown the dough is after taking the lid off. I ended up baking this loaf another 10 minutes after removing the lid in 450-degree oven, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. I made this loaf of bread for dinner tonight, and it's not quite dinner time yet, so I learned this trick from Becky over at Acre Homestead to take your cooked dough while it's still warm, or your cooked bread once it's even right out of the oven. As you can tell, it's really hot here. To take the hot bread and wrap it in a towel and let it sit, and it will soften the loaf up. This loaf turned out to be one massive loaf of delicious sourdough. We all enjoyed it very much. Thanks for watching my little video on sourdough, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye!